Most of the equipments come from ranches around here, and they were very gracious to let us into their scrap piles, and what was scrap to them, as you can see, was not scrap to us. Things they didn't use anymore. And sometimes we're always open during roundup, and I'm available just like today with a phone call. That's why my phone number's on the gate, and so I'll come and open up, and we'll give tours, and we move all the wagons and things back over here by the 1st of June, and then normally late October after hunting season and stuff, we move all the stuff out that we're going to move out.
So what's the number or information that people can find out more?
It's 541-947-5026. That's my home phone. That's the same one that's on the gate. So I've been called numerous times, early in the morning, whatever, and I'm more than happy to come over. That's why we put this together.
So how much time was spent digging through old barns and fields and scrap heaps to compile this collection?
Thousands of hours, and thousands of hours have gone into putting this up and keeping it up too. So.
What's the farthest distance that you've traveled to recover a piece and bring it here?
The line cabin, and that was 200 miles round trip to go out and get that. Like I say, we couldn't afford it now today, so. And I've got room enough for probably at least a half a dozen more pieces of equipment, so the closer we get to get full, the pickier I am.
What is the logistics? I mean, how difficult is it to transport something from a field to get it to this location?
Sometimes it's difficult because they're oversized. Like I showed you the portable, or the hay loader over there. That was too wide and too tall, and our Ernie and Merrill took a power saw and they trimmed it down. And then I got to restore it. But the big boiler we've got there, I wouldn't even want to guess how much that thing weighs. But there was some ranchers and Ernie, and they loaded that on a 5th-wheel trailer, and they brought that thing in and then dumped it here, and then it was all mine. Now the barn there, we moved that barn from uptown. It's oversized and it's too tall, and so I walked from where it was with a PVC pole that was a little taller than that to make sure I could get under all the lines, and we did. And that was difficult because, like I say, it took us 2 weeks to get it ready, and then we moved it down here. And then when we first got that, it had been used for everything: blacksmith shop, a barn, wood shed. Last time it was used as a hot tub room. So they had shelves and a loft in it. And so when I brought it down here, that was the first thing I did, was tear everything out of it to bring it back to original inside.
What is the oldest thing here that you know of?
Well, it's sort of between 3 pieces. We have, and I'll show it to you when we go over there, we have a 2-horse cart, which they tell me that's sort of rare because most of them were single horse. And we have that one dated for sure to 1870, and that one came out of Lakeview, California. And then it ended up with the granddaughter who lives down at Lake City, and that's where it had been for the last few years. And they donated that. Now the saddlebags I showed you, those are, we think they're from the 1860s. And then we have another 2-wheel cart, but it's a single horse. The fellow that owned that came to the valley in 1854 that owned that. So we don't know if he had that when he came here or if that's something that he picked up while he was here, but it is an old one.
Wow.
So,
any other information that maybe people should know that maybe they're not aware of, the general public doesn't know, but should, about the museum?
well, I couldn't think of anything, but we get a lot of people. I didn't know what a lot of this stuff was. I'm not from a ranch or anything like that, and I transferred over here, and I worked for the state for 27 years, and most of this stuff is new to me. And so I call this my life sentence. But anyway, there's a lot of things in here. A lot of people haven't seen all these things. But what I found out, that if I have a piece that I don't know what it is, all I have to do is wait, and we have an old timer or somebody's been on a ranch, and we find out what it is.
So how many people, yourself included, are involved in the general upkeep and operation of it?
2.
You and your wife.
I was going to say one, but I figured I better say two because wife helps me out.